Hi everyone, in today's video we have a little tutorial on how to mix a variety of green shades. I already have my base layer mixed here. I'm going to be mixing a similar one, so that one is ready to go. So let's go ahead and mix up these 5 different green shades. To start off, I have this 3-ounce cup filled with about 1 ounce of phthlo. And now I'm going to add in this pre-stain wood conditioner, just a little bit to each of these Floetrol mixtures. I find that adding this wood conditioner to the Floetrol helps create a beautiful satin-like finish. So just a little bit in each of the Floetrol mixtures, and now we will get to mixing our green shades. And to mix all 5, I'm only using black, white, my favorite phthalo blue, this cadmium yellow, and primary yellow for those brighter shades. So let's get started with our first color. This one will be our darkest shade, and it's going to be a beautiful forest hunter green. So to start off, I'm adding in some phthalo blue, and then I'm going to add in about equal parts of the cadmium yellow. I'm going to mix it up well. After I'm done mixing all of these shades, I do add in a bit of water to thin it out so it's that perfect pouring consistency for fluid art. But for this video, we're just going to show the colors, so I'll add in the water after. So I'm going to mix it up really well, and there we have it, one of my favorite shades of green. First color is good to go. Let's move on to our second shade of green. This shade's going to be a bit lighter. So to start off, I'm adding 4 pumps of the white paint, which I have in that big container in the back there. We have our white. Now I'm going to add in some cadmium yellow, quite a bit. And then back in with the phthalo blue. Not as much this time. Probably have about double the amount of yellow to blue. So we'll mix that all up. And this one's going to be a very vibrant lime green. Mix it even more. And it's not actually as vibrant as I was hoping, so I'm going to go in and add in some primary yellow. This yellow is a bit brighter than the cadmium yellow, as you can see. So that should help this shade become nice and vibrant. Mix it all up. And there we go. It's almost neon. On to the next color. And even though I'm only using those 3 different shades, the 2 yellows and the blue, along with our black and white, I'm going to try to make sure all of these colors are very different. So for this one, I want it to be more muted. So I've added in some white paint and now just a little bit of black. We'll go back in with some phthalo blue. It's my absolute favorite blue to mix any color. Back in with some more cadmium yellow, and we will mix that all up. I'm going to do it off camera, so just try to picture in your head what shade of green you think this is going to come out to, and we will see if you're right. Mix it up a bit more, and here we go. So it's actually a little too blue. So I'm going to go in and add in some more of that cadmium yellow, and it is in the medium hue. We'll add that in, mix it a bit more, and hopefully it will pull more green rather than blue. And there we go. A little more muted since I did add that black, and we'll move on to our 4th shade of green. We're doing another lighter shade, so I am adding in a few pumps of white. And then I want this to be a bright color, so I'm going to add in some primary yellow and back in with the phthalo blue. No black this time, so it won't be as muted as the last color. I'm going to mix it all up. Try to picture in your head what you think this shade will look like, and we'll see if you're right in just a second here. And here we have it. Did you guess correctly? It's quite bright, but not as bright as our neon green there. Now we're on to our last shade of green for this color palette. I want it to be a little bit lighter and brighter than our hunter green in the back there. So going in with our phthalo blue again, but just a little bit this time. It's quite dark. And I'm going to add in primary yellow this time. Since it is brighter than the cadmium yellow, this should be a nice bright green shade. See if you can guess what color it's going to come out to. And I'll mix it up nice and well, and we'll see if you guessed correctly. And here we have it, our final green shade. I don't even know what this shade is called. I call it turtle green for some reason. The next step is to add in some water. I need to thin out these mixtures so they are the perfect pouring consistency for fluid art. If it's too thick, it will not spread well and it will dry and crack. So I add in just a little bit of water. I mix it all up and check the consistency by lifting up the stick, letting it drip down, and you can see the pattern of paint on top, so that is too thick. So I'm going to add in a bit more water, mix it up well, and then I'll check to see that it is the correct consistency. When I lift up the stick, as it drips down, the pattern of the paint should disappear quite quickly. And that's perfect. This one is ready for pouring. And here we have our green color palette. Let me know which shade is your favorite and what colors you'd like to see mixed in the future. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.